Have you ever felt out of place, like the world doesn't quite understand you? That inner restlessness, the sense that you're meant for something greater, isn't a coincidence. The Bible speaks of God's chosen ones, individuals handpicked for a divine purpose, set apart from the ordinary. But how can you tell if you're one of them? These 9 unmistakable signs may hold the answers, pointing to a destiny far beyond what you've imagined. Adversity often feels like a heavy burden, but for the chosen, it is a sign of preparation for something greater. The Bible reminds us in James 1 verses 2-3, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." These challenges are not random. They are a spiritual training ground, shaping you into someone ready to fulfill a divine purpose. Think about the difficulties you've overcome. Each one has made you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Like a diamond formed under pressure, your trials refine your character and deepen your reliance on God. Practical steps like journaling your struggles or praying during tough moments can help you see how adversity is molding you for a higher calling. It's not about the struggle itself, but the transformation it brings. For the chosen, adversity is more than just a test. It's a tool for growth. It aligns your spirit with God's plan, teaching you patience, humility, and unwavering faith. These moments, though painful, prepare you to be a beacon of hope and strength for others. Recognizing this shifts the perspective from "why me" to "what is God teaching me?" Being hated or misunderstood without cause is often a sign of having a divine purpose. Jesus himself experienced this, as highlighted in John 15 verses 18-19. "If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. If you belong to the world, it would love you as its own. When you carry a calling, your light can provoke discomfort in those who don't understand it, making you a target for criticism or rejection. This doesn't mean you should shrink back or change who you are. Instead, embrace the unique qualities that set you apart, knowing that God has chosen you for a reason." Practical examples include standing firm in your beliefs, even when they're unpopular, or responding to negativity with grace instead of anger. These moments of opposition serve as reminders that you're aligned with something greater than yourself. For the chosen, being hated without cause is not a curse, it's confirmation. It shows that your path is distinct and your purpose is significant. Rather than taking it personally, see it as a reflection of the divine light within you. This perspective transforms criticism into motivation, reminding you of the strength God has placed in you. One of the most defining traits of the chosen is their natural inclination to give selflessly. This generosity is not about wealth or abundance, but about a heart tuned to the needs of others. Proverbs 11 verse 25 reminds us, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." Whether it's offering time, resources, or simply a listening ear, the chosen instinctively act as vessels of God's love. Think of the times you've sacrificed your own comfort to help someone else. That inner drive to assist, even when it costs you something, reflects a divine calling. Small acts of kindness, like mentoring a struggling colleague or helping a neighbor, become opportunities to mirror God's generosity. These moments are more than deeds. They're expressions of the purpose planted within you. For the chosen, generosity isn't just a behavior. It's a lifestyle that aligns with God's character. This altruistic spirit draws people to you, creating connections and spreading light in a world often consumed by selfishness. Embracing this trait strengthens your faith and reinforces your role as a vessel of divine love. Many chosen individuals feel a deep sense of being called to something greater than the ordinary. It's an inner stirring that whispers, "Your life has a purpose beyond the routine." Jeremiah 29 verse 11 speaks to this truth. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." This feeling isn't arrogance. It's a divine nudge guiding you toward a higher mission. You might have experienced moments where the mundane feels suffocating and your soul longs for more. This longing is a sign of alignment with God's unique plan for your life. Pursuing this calling can mean stepping out of your comfort zone, starting a new project, embracing a ministry, or even mentoring someone in need. The chosen are not satisfied with mediocrity. They thrive when fulfilling a purpose larger than themselves. For those chosen, the sense of a higher calling brings clarity amidst chaos. It provides direction and assurance that their journey is not random. Trusting in this divine purpose transforms doubts into determination, enabling you to walk boldly into the unknown. Being chosen often comes with a profound sense of authenticity and a rejection of superficiality. Chosen individuals value truth and strive to live genuinely, even when it goes against societal norms. Psalm 139 verse 14 reminds us, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well." This awareness encourages you to embrace your uniqueness as part of God's design. Living authentically doesn't mean perfection. It means being true to who God created you to be. Perhaps you face pressure to conform or hide aspects of yourself to fit in, but the chosen often feel a pull to stand out. Practical steps like journaling your values, seeking mentors who celebrate your uniqueness, or spending time in prayer for clarity can help reinforce your identity. Authenticity is your strength, not a flaw. In a world full of imitation, authenticity shines like a beacon. It inspires others and creates connections rooted in trust and respect. The chosen are called to be genuine because their lives reflect God's truth. Being the black sheep often feels isolating, but for the chosen, it's a sign of divine distinction. Throughout the Bible, many of God's chosen ones were set apart, misunderstood, and even rejected by their own families or communities. Joseph's story in Genesis 37 exemplifies this. His brothers despised him for his dreams, yet those very dreams were part of God's plan to save a nation. Your uniqueness is not a curse, it's a calling. A constant thirst for growth and understanding is a hallmark of the chosen. It's that inner drive that pushes you to seek more knowledge, more purpose, more connection with God. Proverbs 4 verse 7 says, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." This insatiable curiosity is not random. It's a sign that you are meant to rise above the ordinary and embrace your divine calling. Unshakable faith in a higher power is the cornerstone of being chosen. It's the inner assurance that, no matter the circumstances, God's plan is unfolding perfectly. Hebrews 11 verse 1 beautifully defines faith. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. This faith isn't blind. It's a profound trust that grows through challenges, prayer, and reliance on God's word. Each of these signs points to a divine purpose uniquely crafted for you. But here's the question. How will you respond to these truths? Will you embrace your role as one of God's chosen, or let doubt hold you back? The Bible reminds us in Romans 8 verse 28 that all things work together for the good of those who love God, who are called according to his purpose. Your life has meaning beyond what the world can offer. Take a moment to reflect. What steps can you take today to align more closely with God's calling? Maybe it's through prayer, studying his word, or reaching out to someone who needs encouragement. Every choice you make moves you closer to the purpose God has placed within you. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The time to act is now.